Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. I'll give double honors to my apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and a sincere Shalom, the elect out there teaching his truth in all honesty and sincerity in these last days. Okay, I'm the brother Yasharon. Alright, and I got a lesson here on something that was on my mind today, regarding the whole election thing. Okay, because there's a lot of things going on with this election, okay, and there's a lot of things that could come of it in the near future. Okay, but one thing that we need to understand is, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Okay, these elites, they're the masters of mental manipulation. I mean, think about it. These are the people that run Hollywood. Okay? These are the people that run Hollywood. A lot of the movies you see, a lot of the plays, so on and so forth, it comes from them. But even on a higher level than that, okay, this is the Most High's movie, okay? Now, you may have heard the term before, we're all ants on God's ant farm. And theoretically, that's true. Theoretically, that's true, man. But right now, what's going on is, this election is the most hyped ever. There've been more people that have voted in an American election than ever before. Okay, there was a lot of things that happened the past few months. From different sides of the coin, so to speak. You had, Black Lives Matter and Antifa movement. Then you had All Lives Matter, and all that. All these factions starting up, and then you had the Proud Boys and NFAC and all that. All these factions getting ready for this climactic, okay, this climax, man, that's about to happen. Okay, when this election is finally over, and all these pieces are being put in play, man. There was a lot of mental manipulation. Okay, the elites, they tried to get the youth, to think that they have some voice, and they got them out. They had them out there protesting and rioting, creating all kinds of drama, and the media played it out there, man. The media tried to control the narrative. They lost the narrative sometimes, but for the lowest common denominator out there, the narrative was kept intact. Okay, they got the youth totally brainwashed. Okay, with these so-called movements. Okay, they started all that cancel culture and all that nonsense. And really all that is to build up for the New World Order, okay? And I mean, when you looked into Black Lives Matter, when they were doing a lot of them demonstrations and that, they weren't just fighting or standing up for Black lives. They were standing up for freedom for all kinds of filth and abominable peoples, man. We're not going to mention those groups of people because, we all know who they are. All right? The Momos and so on and so forth. Okay, so they were sheep that were led astray. But what all this is doing is, especially with the Trump supporters, the patriots and all them, and all these people have been getting ready for the outcome of this election. But it looks like it's going to be carried on. Okay? Looks like it's going to be carried on and drawn out. In other words, These elites, they're trying to create suspense so that when the outcome is finally given, all right, all hell could possibly break loose. We were expecting it to break loose last night. You know, I mean, look at how close this thing was, man. Look at how close this thing was. It's not even over yet. You have Trump taking states to court over this. It might even go to the Supreme Court. You know, and it's interesting because when you read and when you study ancient Roman history, the pagan Roman Empire, okay, what happened during the time of Julius Caesar was you had a lot of the nobles and the rich picking sides, you know. You had the aristocrats and all them choosing sides about how they want things to go in the future. And you look at this election, and it's the same thing, man. You have the Trump supporters, right? They don't like to wear masks. They they like their guns, so on and so forth. But not all of them, are gun-toting peoples. Okay. They want lower taxes, and they don't want government interference in their lives, and they're against this whole COVID narrative, right? Which, honestly, if you look at it, they're opponents to what? The globalists, the New World Order that they're trying to create. Okay? Because a lot of these hardcore Trumpers, they straight up won't take this vaccine. You know? And then you have on the other side, the Biden and the Democrats, okay? They want more of like a socialist style of government and society going forward. Okay, which the elites seem to be backing more, especially big tech. Okay, that's why they go out of their way to censor a lot of the things that these Trumpers may say or do. But see, it's a lot deeper than that, man. It's really the elites, because part of the New World Order is that if you don't share their mindset, they want to shut you out. Okay, they want to shut you out entirely. Your opinion does not matter. Okay, you deserve to be attacked if you come against the ideological way of the New World Order. Okay? So let's look into this word suspense. Now, I know I went on a rant there. But hey, man, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know about the secret counsel of the wicked. Suspense. A state of or feeling of excited or anxious uncertainty about what may happen. Okay? And that's going on in the minds of a lot of people, man, and the bodies of a lot of people, man. A lot of people's spirits. Okay? A lot of people just want this shit to be over, this election. But us as prophets of the Lord, men of the Lord, we want to see what's going to happen. Okay? Because we know that the outcome it's not going to be a pretty outcome, no matter who gets the decision. Okay? Because man, this it has been creating a lot of suspense, even amongst brothers. Man, we can't wait to see how this plays out. We can't wait to see how this plays out in the end, man. I think Trump is more likely to start World War III. But Biden seems like he has the techies on his side, so they have different plans. Okay, obviously, But one side favors a certain group of people, and the other side favors another group of people. Okay, and those two groups of people are are probably going to get to fighting, man. Once the outcome of this is finally realized and manifested, man. But hey, there's a lot of anxious uncertainty and a lot of these people, man, going on right now. I mean, you could feel the tension in the air. You like the saying goes, you could cut it with a knife. All right, all right. You look at similarities, eagerly excited, on edge. Hey, a lot of people are on edge over this election, man. You know, especially a lot of these business owners because you know, you have Biden that is in favor of lockdowns, locking down the whole country again. Okay, and then you have Trump who doesn't want to lock down the country. We know that Republicans are more about rule of law, things like that. Okay, so it's just two sides of the coin, man. You know, but you know, the Most High is a master of theater. You know, you look up the word theatron, okay, in the scriptures. You know, the Lord is a master of theater. All right. This is Job 12:16. With him is strength and wisdom. Okay, the wisdom is what? The ability to see through the nonsense, man. The ability to piece it all together, so to speak. The deceived and the deceiver are his. Right, so the Most High is the ultimate puppet master. He's controlling the deceivers, which a lot of Christians have a problem with understanding. Okay? And the deceived are these masses of people out here. You know? These masters of all these masses of people, man, the lowest common denominator. Okay, that are all into this world. You know? All right, this is Luke 12:49. Okay. These are the words of Yahushai. I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be already kindled? And the fire is lit on the earth, man. Meaning what? The turmoil, the tension is there. Okay, the suspense. It's there, man. You know, you can't deny it. But I have a baptism to be baptized with, and how am I straight until it be accomplished? Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you, nay, but rather division. Okay? And that's what the Most High is doing right now. Okay? He's bringing division amongst peoples, man. You know? And it's creating a lot of suspense because you have people, even in families, that have vastly different political beliefs because every type of lifestyle under the sun is tolerated here. Pretty much, man. You know, any kind of thing you could think of, you could be here. Any type of belief. You know, it's nonsense, man. And you're bound to have a lot of tension when those situations come about. Okay, where you can have a family of 5 people, and all 5 different people live a drastically different lifestyle, man. There's no order. You know, that's that freedom stuff, man. Too much liberty. Okay. Verse 52, for from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. Right, man. Because I frequent the social medias. I don't really post on them or anything. But, you know, sometimes I just go on there just to see what's going on in the minds of these people, man. You know, you got all kinds of relatives arguing about this election. You got people that are all that are scared by all this COVID stuff. They're wearing all kinds of masks, and then they might have somebody in their family, like their aunties or uncles or grandparents or parents or whatever, or brothers or sisters, or even cousins, that may not fall for the narrative or whatever. That may not be a paranoid, scared little pussy, right? And they don't get along at all. Okay? They don't get along at all. Because one group of people believes in the coronavirus and the other group doesn't. Okay? Or they don't take the necessary steps to so-called protect others. Okay? The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father. Right, because if you look at what the goal of the New World Order was, right? These elites, it was to what? Effeminize the boys. Okay? Back when I was growing up, man, men had a completely different mindset than they do now. Okay, so that generational gap is increasing. These young people, they don't keep the same traditions. They don't have the same thought process that their ancestors had, man, whatsoever. Okay, and it's causing a lot of divisions in a lot of families, especially when you consider that the fathers can't really be real fathers anymore. With that toxic masculinity stuff. All right? The mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother, right? Because a lot of these young women these days, they've taken on too much liberty, and they live that open lifestyle. I'm just gonna use that word, open lifestyle, man. We know how these young girls are. There's nothing ladylike about them. Here it is. Their mother could have been, a decent so-called housewife, know how to cook and keep the house tidy and have some kind of respect, at least by American standards, for their husband. And here it is. Their daughters are just uncontrollable beasts. Okay? The mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law. Well, hey, all that leads up to what? Suspense, man. This kind of lifestyle, that kind of lifestyle is poisonous, and it can only last for so long before the so-called levee breaks, the spiritual dam breaks. Okay? And the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And that's what Yahweh Shai is bringing here on the planet Earth, man. All these people, their minds are given unto reprobate thoughts. Okay? And the new way is clashing with the old way. Okay, the new way is clashing with the old way, and that's gonna what? Bring sedition amongst men. Man, I wish I had that pulled up. It's in 2nd Ezra 15. Because we're near the climax, man. 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men. And that's what all this is going to bring, man. Because the sides are going to start fighting. Okay, families have no unity anymore, man. I mean, these people, especially these young people, they spend all their lives online. They're lonely. They're isolated. They're introverts. They have nothing to look forward to because this world is shit. Okay, they engage in all that hookup culture. Eventually that something's got to break when it comes to that, man. But getting into this election, okay, that's going to create a lot of sedition among men. And sedition means what? Rebellion. Okay? No matter who wins, the outcome is not going to be accepted. But that's all up to the Most High, man, because this is his masterpiece theater. All right, and these things got to happen in the last days. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Okay? They're not going to regard their kings nor princes, man. Which means that what? They're not going to stop. Okay, they're not going to stop, man. You know, they're going to fight for their ideologies for what? The death of them. And what's going to have to be brought in to bring the order? Martial law. Okay? Because, hey, that's what order ab chaos, right? Which means order out of chaos, man. The chaos is going to bring about what? The New World Order. Because eventually people are going to say enough. You know, we need some kind of normal society again. Okay? And these elites, they're all about rule of law. They'll establish rule of law. Look up Operation Lockstep. Okay, look up Operation Lockstep. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the cities shall be troubled. Right, you had all these businesses, right, in suspense of the outcome. They all boarded up, man. They all boarded up. Who knows how long this is going to take? It could happen tomorrow. Okay? It could happen tomorrow. It can happen Friday. It could happen a couple weeks from now. It could get drawn out and go to the Supreme Court. You know, we don't know. But no matter what happens, one of the sides is not going to be happy, and it's going to resort to violence. Okay? And these were the visions that the Most High had sent, man. You know? The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right, and that's going to be happening, man. A lot of these businesses are going to be destroyed. People are going to invade one another. Okay? And what's that going to do? That's going to give these elites the reason to clamp down. Okay, to clamp down, man. But with that, I hope you brothers were edified and informed. You know, let's just continue being watchmen. So till next time, shalom. Peace and blessings to the elect.